Hello. This is a podcast about gossip, dirty laundry, chitter-chatter, and backfence prittle-prattle. In each episode, Joe Wilkinson, David Earl, and Poppy the Postwoman invite you lot, the lovely listeners, to send in any juicy gossip you might have heard over the years. At the end of each episode they will choose their favorite bit of gossip and help spread it around the world. So, without further ado, welcome to Glowing Meteors. No, Gloria Gaynor's mouth. No, glove-sniffing millipedes. No. Gossipmongers. Yes. Gossipmongers. Yes. Yes. That's it. Gossipmongers. Welcome. Gossip number 1.
Okay, so this is from Nick in Bedfordshire. Hello, David, Joe and Poppy. Here's a bit of scurrilous gossip, which is about a celebrity. I'm not sure if you're able to or want to use it, but it is 100% true. You could bleep his name or something like that, or just say it, and I'm not frightened of him.
Thanks for the advice.
He's not frightened of him. Okay. In the late 90s, I used to work in a record shop, and one of the regulars, a club DJ, was a proper bullshitter. He always came in with a wild story or boast. He once came in and told us he'd come from the hospital where he'd had an infection on the back of his eyeball treated. The doctors had given him a local anaesthetic, popped his eye and turned it round so he could look into his own face.
He saw this today.
Yeah. And so like that. So he's
I'm
like,
just trying to work out what that looks like.
Just your brain, isn't it?
Inside your own. Is it?
no, I think
Yeah.
he means pull it out, and then he held it about
What he
4
saw.
inches in
I
front
thought
of
he
his
put
face.
it back in the socket so he could look into the,
Let's find
the
out.
depths of the skull.
Oh yeah, and so let's have a look. Let's find out. Popped his eye out, turned it round so he could look at his own face. Yeah, pulled it out.
Oh, okay.
Looked
I
at
thought we
his
were
face.
talking about
Yeah, I
inside
thought
the
it was
head.
like flip it around.
An empty eyeball, and had an empty eyeball while they cleaned it up.
What?
Eye hole.
Yeah.
And he
Eye
watched.
socket.
He
Yeah,
can see it.
Yeah. I told him that if I told him I didn't think the optic nerves were that long, and he told me he told me I didn't know what I was fucking on about.
Aggressive instantly.
Which is fair. I didn't. It was a guess.
Yeah. Should have bit his tongue.
Yeah, how do you know, mate? Anyway, another day told me about going to buy some cocaine from an acquaintance. He had met this guy at a quarry at night, and he was pretty worried as the guy had a reputation for being rough. We drove up and parked, and 2 guys got out of the car. Now one was this bloke I know, he said, but I couldn't believe it. The other bloke was fucking EastEnders.
What? At a quarry?
Yeah. Not the actor who plays. I laughed along with him and chalked it up to more bullshit. Anyway, here's the kicker though. A few years later, I was in a London pub with my uncle, who is a lovely bloke, not prone to making things up. Who should walk in but... A small rumble of recognition passed through the bar. I was about to launch into the DJ story about buying cocaine from him, when my uncle said conspiratorially, "You know he's a massive dealer of coke, don't you? He's always selling it." Thus I declare the gossip confirmed. Absolute nonsense.
Right. Who was the guy with the eye?
Who cares?
Oh, was he not the
That was
celebrity
the-
DJ?
that was the DJ.
I don't think the DJ's a celebrity. The celebrity.
Why would
Oh,
he
okay.
need to sell
Well,
coke
'cause he
in
said
a
at the end
quarry?
he's a massive dealer, which is obviously total bollocks. Very funny. How would you keep being a dealer secret if you're on prime time telly. Do you know what I mean? Fucking driving up to people near the quarry and selling coke. You're not a fucking coke dealer. You
It's in a quarry. Why? Just go in, just
I
go
know,
around
the
down an alley or something.
The quarry bit's fucking mind blowing.
So what's his face from EastEnders is a cocaine dealer? Who would have thought it? I mean, sure. We all knew he was a bellend. But a cocaine dealer? Well, I'll be damned. By the way, what the fuck was all that bollocks about infected eyeballs? Some old bollocks about infected eyeballs. Some old bollocks about infected eyeballs. Infected eyeball, infected eyeball, infected eyeball, infected eyeballs. Eyeballs.
Damn infected eyeballs, baby. Damn infected eyeballs, baby.
Gossip number 2.
Okay. Let's have a look at this. So this is from Tom H. Hi guys. Growing up in a quiet North Yorkshire town full of nothing but old people, snobs and disappointment. Snobs. You can imagine the excitement brought about by the concept of a letterbox that posted sausage rolls to teenagers.
What?
A letterbox of a concept of a letterbox that posted sausage rolls to teenagers.
What the fuck is he on
Doesn't
about?
matter how many times you say it. Bob.
Say it in French if you want. We're not going to get it.
Just trying to work it out.
Hopefully he'll explain a little bit more.
This used to happen at a bakery in the town centre during the early hours of the morning.
You know, I'm moving there.
Seeing it's called secret sausage is really it's like delightful. It was aptly known as secret sausage and would serve as the perfect way to wash down a failed attempt at drinking 2-litre bottles of White Lightning in the local park.
Sorry, what?
I am going to need
What
explaining
does this
again.
mean?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, stick with it.
No idea.
But we haven't got a clue what's going on so far, right?
No, it's a post box that delivers
What, so
sausage
what,
rolls.
Yeah,
what do
well,
they come out?
letterbox.
They come out. You walk past a post box and a sausage roll
falls
comes out.
out,
What
yeah.
the fuck are you on about?
Yeah,
Well,
in the
trust
early
the-
morning.
Trust the author.
Okay,
Yeah, go with your
okay.
gut.
We reaped the rewards of the secret sausage service most weekends.
What?
So stupid. Most weekends during sixth form. As you were lucky if any takeaways were open past 11 p.m. What, so it's at night as well that this is... so weird, I don't know.
He's going to explain it, isn't he? He's not
Bloody
mad.
hope. Imagine he
He's
just
not
leaves
mad.
it there.
I don't know.
End
Anyway,
of story.
let me. Okay. Anyway, rumour has it that if you happen to visit at the right hour of the night, the guy behind the bakery door would actually slip his cock through the letterbox instead.
Oh, so it's not a post box, it's a letterbox.
A letterbox.
Oh,
yeah.
what, at the back of the bakery?
Right. I love that.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, so he used to
Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit weird.
Just a tiny recap for me. There's a letterbox at the front of the bakery.
Back of the bakery.
Back
Is
of the bakery. Front, back, probably the least of our worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone will, the baker probably, occasionally passes sausage rolls out.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And then occasionally he does something different.
Yeah.
And then he'll do it with his knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're on safe ground now.
The guy behind the bakery door would actually slip his cock through the letterbox instead and allow you to sample it however you'd like, regardless of who you were.
God. Tom, Dick or Harry.
This special service was known around Knaresborough as top secret sausage.
Do you know what?
Secret sausage and top secret.
I might head off for a bit.
Top secret sausage.
Apparently, timing was everything if you wanted the top secret sausage package.
Who wants that?
Some people. As there was only a short window between the guy waking up and preparing the first pastries of the day.
Wow, this is mad.
Who's sticking his knob through there? It's not the baker.
No, it is the baker,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, so then he has to do his shift.
We'd heard rumours about this deluxe version of our beloved secret sausage, but never experienced it in the flesh. Not until a new boy called Kevin turned up towards the end of year 12. Oh, God. And moved across the road from me. As far as I could tell, he lived with his parents and potentially either one or two sisters, and neither of them were ever seen at the same time. He also had a dog called Stuart.
Yeah.
I haven't got a pissing clue what's going on.
Right, as a baker's, you get sausage rolls out the back door.
Yeah.
What, he's
Secret
pushing them through the
sausage.
letterbox?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want a bit like a free sausage roll, and sometimes he puts his knob through,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now Kevin's in town.
Kevin's turned up with a dog called Stuart. What happens
Yeah,
next?
yeah, yeah. He would often be seen taking Stuart for late night walks in order to soothe the dog. One night, on one of those walks, some of the lads from the year above saw him stop and have a cigarette right outside the door right outside the door of everybody's favourite bakery. Kevin stood there happily smoking away until he heard the muffled noise of moaning from the other side of the door and looked down the street to see Stuart slobbering over an unpastried sausage.
Oh, okay.
So the dog's licking it.
Yeah.
Well, I never.
Thanks, Tom.
Absolutely
Thank you,
no
Tom.
idea what happened there, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
I think the bakery's still going strong.
Well, it started out all right. An interesting, if a little confusing tale about a secret little sausage roll letterbox. But then, bit by bit, the story went downhill, until eventually, it dawned on all of us that this was just one of your common or garden dog sucking off a cock stories. Come on everyone. Up your game. Cocks and dogs won't wash with us anymore. Understand? Having said that, if you've got a fucking corker of a cock and dog rumour, feel free to send it in. Cheers.
Cock and dog. Cock and dog. Cock and dog. Cock and dog. Cock and dog.
Common or garden dog sucking off a cock stories. Gossip number 3.
Right, this is from Anonymous. Me and my girlfriend have one of those giant waist-high paddling pools
What's that? Amazing.
that you can just about swim in.
I know
She
exactly the ones you
absolutely loves it and can swim around in it all day long.
She's so lucky.
There's not a lot going up on stairs, is she? Jesus Christ, she's in
Sounds
there for hours.
amazing.
She likes to keep it sparkling clean
I pulled a muscle on the shoulder.
at all times.
Fuck.
Are you in
I'm sure you can guess roughly where I'm going with this story, but probably not down to the specifics.
No, we haven't got a fucking clue.
Anyway, the pool is kept clean by a combination of a pump and a filter and regular manual cleaning with a net.
So
Oh, it's just so
excited.
funny. Hasn't said
It's a
anything.
paddling pool.
It's a big paddling pool
Waist high paddling pool.
with a middle-aged woman swimming about.
Often before, during, and after a swim. Also, she takes the extra precaution of asking any guest swimmers to take a shower before swimming. And if she knows them well enough, she will even specifically request that they thoroughly scrub their anus.
Would you mind washing your bottom hole, please?
Do you know what? I'm
Like
not.
her mum or something.
Do you know what? I'm just not going to go for a swim.
Thoroughly scrubbed.
How desperate do you want a little?
I felt really bad about it.
waist-high
Look
swim?
back in the
Oh dear.
Yeah, sure, of course I will.
One day we had a barbecue, and a close friend of ours brought along his buddy. Let's call him Lenny Lightning.
This world that they live in. This is their day-to-day life.
Oh god.
After what unfolded that evening, our good friend explained that Lenny was a bit of a loose cannon. We all got hammered, ate great food, played guitars late into the warm summer night, and a good time was had by all.
Paddling pool in the background.
Possibly too good in Lenny's case. The last two guys in the pool that evening were our mate and Lenny. Whilst ritualistically cleaning out the pool the next morning, my girlfriend netted what was unmistakably jizz.
I bet she was furious.
An enormous white string of spoff.
in her pride and joy.
Oh, Lenny Lightning. Oh, dear. To this day, we will never know exactly what happened that night. Perhaps Lenny felt he needed to protest after being asked to clean his anus. Mate,
I know how I'll get her back.
maybe even as a man in his 40s, he has the testosterone levels of a rutting stag and was performing a critically bodily function. But the only thing we can be sure of is the fact that we won't be going out of our way to invite Lenny to any future pool parties.
Might have been the other bloke.
Yeah, why is it definitely
Why is it definitely Lenny?
I don't know.
Why has Lenny got dragged through the mud?
He's loose cannon.
Oh, he is, yeah. Probably is Lenny.
Why jizz? Why not just shit or something?
Yeah. Well,
It's more power. It's more.
you can
powerful
produce
statement.
jizz
Yeah.
at the court.
Like that.
Yeah. Ready? Bang.
Again.
God. I want to get out of it.
Now,
Jesus.
poo. I can't.
Waist-high paddling pool, scrub your asshole. Waist-high paddling pool, scrub your asshole. My name is Janet, and I like my paddling pool to be spick and span at all times. So I will say it again. Waist-high paddling pool, scrub your asshole. Waist-high paddling pool, scrub your asshole.
I got me a waist-high paddling pool. But you need to scrub that asshole of yours if you want to swim in it.
Waist-high paddling pool, scrub your asshole. Waist-high paddling pool, scrub your asshole.
Waist high. God damn it. Waist high. Motherfucker. Waist high paddling pool.
Waist-high paddling pool, scrub your asshole. Waist-high paddling pool, scrub your asshole.
Oh yes, baby. Get that sexy body in my waist-high paddling pool. But remember, scrub that asshole beforehand. buddy.
Waist-high paddling pool, scrub your asshole.
Waist-high paddling pool.
Scrub
Scrub your asshole.
Gossip number 4.
This is from Jake. Hello, guys. Big fan of the podcast. I've been in the pub tonight, and my mate told me a story about a house party. People were discussing how if you put a light bulb in your mouth, it's impossible to get it out again.
What?
I believe that. He means
Which way?
dome first, I think.
What, the big bit first?
Yeah.
Ah, you could.
Yeah, well,
But let's find out.
a guy who fancied himself a bit as having a particularly large mouth called it bullshit and decided to take on the challenge. He inserted the bulbous glass into his mouth and swiftly realised that it weren't coming out.
Oh, God.
I'm really anxious now.
Picture it
That's
with him
horrible.
in
I
his
can-
mouth.
In A&E.
After trying in vain to remove the light bulb for 15 minutes, he decided to call himself an Uber.
How do you do that? Can you get me to A&E?
And get it removed. Once at A&E, they injected his jaw with a muscle relaxant.
Oh, my God.
What a pillock. all that for calling him
Right,
bullshit.
And he was free at last from his glassy impediment. So he headed back to the party.
He went back.
Let's have another go, mate. To tell the revellers of his escape. However,
However, what
with
do you mean?
fresh confidence
Oh, no.
from his newly relaxed jaw, he double pillock. He confidently said to the party that he could easily do it now. Unfortunately, he hadn't factored that the relaxant would have worn off
Oh,
on his
God.
journey back. Once again, he found himself with a whole light bulb stuck in his gob. And after another short period of... Oh, I'm going to vomit over my laptop. Imagine that. Oh, God. After another short
Me
period
again.
of trying to remove it in vain,
Was it
he
15?
once again booked himself an Uber to A&E
Straight back.
to get some assistance.
To the again.
He arrived in A&E and was waiting to be seen again, but strangely saw a familiar face across from him. It was the original Uber driver, sat directly across from him,
Fuck off.
with his gob entirely filled with a light bulb, with a wry look on his face.
Oh, God. He'd given it a try as well, mate.
Everyone sat there just, all right,
Who's next? You go first, mate. I've already been in once. What a night.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Fucking what an image.
That's
I love
blown
they
my
just sat
brain.
there reading magazines, waiting to go in.
Bloody NHS. Bloody Tories. NHS is on his arse. Fucking hell. Thanks to pellets like you.
Oh, my God.
Oh, fucking hell.
Get yourself a regular light bulb and shove it in your gob. Don't be a knob, shove it in your gob. Everyone's doing it. It's all the rage. Don't be a knob, shove a light bulb in your gob. It's really, really cool. Don't be a knob. Shove a light bulb in your gob.
It's all the rage.
It's all the rage.
Light bulb. Yay. 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 Light bulb rammed in your little mouth.
Don't be a knob. Shove it in your gob. Everyone's doing it. It's all the rage. It's all the rage.
It's all the rage.
Gossip number 5. Celebrity. Lee and Dean.
Hello, it's Lee and Dean here.
Hello.
From TV's
Lee
and Dean.
And from Dean Construction Solutions.
Because we are very much still in the market for doing jobs, ripping stuff out.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
just ripping stuff
Yeah,
out,
just
really.
ripping stuff out is the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
thing, really.
That's what we're good at.
Anyway, a little bit of gossip that we haven't told anyone this, actually.
Right. It's fair to keep it under your hats. You know what I mean?
Keep it on the old download.
Yeah, on a download, strictly on the old QT.
As
right?
you know, we live and we work mainly in Stevenage.
Stevenage area,
Yeah.
surrounding areas like South Stevenage and North Stevenage.
Yeah, west and east.
Yeah.
And, well, go on, you say.
Princess Margaret is still alive and well. She's got her own ex-hamster channel, isn't she? That's how we
She's
found
living
her.
in Stevenage.
Yeah,
isn't she?
She was pegging this fat ginger geezer over like a sun lounger, really.
And
wasn't
that's how Lee found her, because like he does look up, he does like search on the old YouPorn and that for Princess Margaret.
Princess
quite a lot.
Margaret, you know, in various sort of sexual poses.
Anyway, don't keep it to yourself.
Keep to yourselves. She's still alive. She's 104, still very much at it.
Yeah.
Tell her.
Right.
If you have any juicy gossip you would like to send in to us, then please email it over to gossipmongers@yahoo.com. All names will be changed to protect the innocent. We look forward to hearing from you. Gossip number 6.
This is from Chloe. Hi, gang. Me and my boyfriend listen to the podcast together and it gives us the laughs. It has even caused a big argument when I started listening on my own, which is strictly not allowed. Whoops. Okay. Here is a wild and God-honest
That's
true
probably
story.
Whoops.
What did I say?
Whoops.
Whoops.
Whoops. Is that a weird way to say
Slipped
it?
over. Whoops.
Whoops.
Oh God.
Much better the way you say it.
Whoops. What do you mean?
Whoops. Whoops a daisy.
Getting really arsey. What do you mean?
It's offensive.
What's your fucking problem?
Whoops. Not whoops. Whoops when you punch the air, isn't
I
it?
can't say that.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Whoops. How do you say whoops a daisy?
Don't.
Fair play to you as
Well,
well.
Neil Poppy. I stand corrected.
Oh, you're always saying whoops a daisy.
Bloody hell, I can't think of a day we haven't. Fuck it, I don't.
Whoops a daisy.
I don't, mate.
Here is a wild and God-honest true story for you to tell about our friend's colleague's dating experience. I will try and not make it too long-winded. We will call the girl Tina to save a little dignity she has left. So Tina had been using various dating apps and meeting different men, but nothing seemed to be working out until she met this one man, a man who she just seemed to click with. He was funny and attractive, You know, all those likeable things. Anyway, after a few dates, he invited her round to his house to cook. He'd been banging on for a while about how he was a really good chef and he would treat her to a really fancy home-cooked meal. She felt like they were at that stage, so she was up for it. On the night, as promised, the food was apparently amazing, and she was congratulating him on how impressed she was with it. It was soup and hunter's chicken.
Wow.
Thanks for the podcast, guys.
Yeah.
And
I don't think we're going to top that.
fucking soup and hunter's chicken.
What is hunter's chicken?
don't
don't
know
care.
what it is.
Definitely don't care.
Wow, this is a wild rumour.
She's put
Where is this going?
in brackets, some people are easily pleased.
She's not keen on hunter's chicken, by the sounds of it. Very judgmental when it comes to poultry.
They then moved things to the sofa, where a heavy make-out session commenced.
I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah, I quite like
on a
it.
full tummy?
Yeah. After a while, things got slightly heated. Tina started to sweat.
I think the hunter's chicken is going to come out of her bottom.
I think it's going to go all over him.
It's coming out somewhere.
I think it's going to end the relationship. Next gossip.
Yeah, Tina started to sweat, and I don't mean it's a bit hot in here kind of sweat. I mean dripping face, wet back, serious sweat going on.
Hunter's chicken sweat.
Great perfume.
Oh God. Her date realises she's struggling and asks if she's okay and offers to get her some water. At this point, Tina realises what is going on. Her stomach is churning and making the most horrific noises. She agrees to the water and watches as her date leaves the room. Tina stands, knowing she isn't going to make it home.
Go on, Tina. Here we go.
She's dizzy. You can tell she's dizzy.
Go on, Tina. What you got,
You
girl?
can make it out of there. Run.
Tina stands, knowing she isn't going to make it home without having a serious accident. And then it happens. Wet shit is filling her jeans and pants. Tina begins to cry as her date comes back in. So she's crying,
And shitting
covered
herself.
in shit.
yeah.
What kind of girl?
Oh,
Does he propose at this point?
He asks if she's unwell.
What do you think, Wayne? Just crying.
she's just ejaculating at her anus.
Oh, God. And she can only confess to what has just happened. What, like I've shit myself? I've shit myself. And she has no idea why she has felt fine all day and is mortified. Her date is so lovely about the whole process and hands her a black bag and tells her to go and have a shower. Put her clothes in
Demands it,
Why the
probably.
colour of the bag? Why is that important?
A white
black
recycle
bag.
bag.
tells her to go and have a shower, put her clothes in the bag, and he will wash them, and not to be embarrassed as these things happen. Oh, he's
like it.
nice.
Yeah, he is nice.
Tell me they've got kids now.
Still feeling embarrassed, he shows her how the shower works and says she can put on the clothes folded on the floor. Oh, it says, okay, so still feeling embarrassed, he shows her how the shower works and says she can put on the clothes folded on the floor and says to use a towel on the radiator as
Black
it's new.
towel and the black bag.
Is everything in his home black?
He then tells her to put her clothes in the bag and hand them out the door, and he will chuck them in the washing machine for her. Tina, as you can imagine, feels very awkward about this and doesn't want him washing her shitty pants. But he keeps insisting and saying he doesn't mind, so she gives in and undresses and hands him the bag of crap through the crack in the door. I'm fascinated.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
We're in.
Absolutely hooked.
When she's done washing away her shame, she walks out to find him presumably in the kitchen, but not seeing him there and noticing the washing machine isn't on, she goes to check the bedroom.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
When she finds him, she has the shock of her life.
This is wanking bag.
Who'd have thought she comes out of it, not the worst?
Yeah.
Tina finds her date bent over, giving himself a good old tug while clutching Tina's pants to his face.
No, not having this. No.
Should I keep going?
Yeah,
Yes,
keep going,
please.
but I just don't believe it.
She starts screaming and shouting, as anyone would. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
most people.
that is not.
Maybe.
You're not the person I'd give as the norm in this situation.
You'd just watch. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
you
not
would,
like
wouldn't
that,
you? You'd
just out
watch.
of
You'd just
shock.
watch. You'd just watch
Just
him
look.
wank into your dirty
Yeah.
pants.
You'd be in shock, I think. I don't know. She starts screaming and shouting as anyone would, and calling him a sick bastard, and yelling, "What is wrong with you?" He's running after her, still with his todger out, trying to explain, but making things worse when he says things like, "I thought you would have been in there longer. I didn't want you to find out like this. Only like the second date. I didn't want you to find out like this."
How did he want to find out?
I'm
Do you
sorry.
Reckon, do you reckon he undercooked the chicken deliberately?
Maybe.
Wow.
Laxative in it or
Whoa.
something.
Hello.
Yeah. God.
Ah.
Be a good episode of Agatha Christie.
I'm sorry for what I did to you.
Oh, he did.
And then I like this one. You're far too sweet for this. Horrible.
So he knows he's a wrong un.
Yeah. Tina stops and asks what he means,
No.
thinking he's a sicko, but he hasn't technically done anything to her other than violate her clothes. Turns out it was all planned.
Oh, I was right.
He has a fetish for soiled undies.
No.
And this had brought him to lace Tina's soup with laxatives. Fuck. Awful. As he knew that that this would bring out the shits quickly and that she wouldn't have time to go home and do a private business. It's only after telling the story out loud to people, things slotted into place that she missed at the time. Things slotted into place that she missed
He
at
put
the
it
time.
in the soup.
Wow.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I know.
Wow.
Like making it overly clear which meal was hers.
The one that's blue.
Yours is the hunter's chicken.
Oh.
With tablets stuck in it.
Yeah.
Coming in after kissing with a black bag already in his hands. So while they were kissing before she shit herself,
He's leaning over.
he's got the bag
He's going through the drawer.
already in his hands, as if knowing what was about to unfold. Clean clothes
Oh,
folded.
so he came back in as she's gone, I've shat myself, and he's already got a bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ready.
I guessed you
Yeah.
might. Yeah. Fuck.
Ta-da!
Clean clothes folded, ready for her in the bathroom, and a new towel already out. Anyway, police were eventually involved, and she has sworn herself off men for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, we are horrible.
Poor old Tina. Peace and love, Chloe.
This is a
Peace and love.
stunning piece of work, Chloe.
Honestly, it took us to
Wow.
a new
Yeah.
place there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true?
Yeah.
I think it
You
might
lost
be.
faith in it.
I did lose
Yeah,
faith in it,
yeah.
yeah.
It's, but yeah.
Who's that, Tina?
Tina.
No, it's not from...
Is it?
Oh no, it's Chloe.
Chloe, wonderful.
Oh, thanks for telling us all about Tina.
Ah.
Sure she'll be over the moon.
Hunter's chicken, baby. Hunter's chicken. I'll feed you my hunter's chicken. Make you shit yourself, then wank over your turds. Hunter's chicken, baby. Hunter's chicken. This is just how I roll. Yum.
Hunter's chicken. Yes, please. Nice. Slurp it down.
Hunter's chicken.
Black bag. Black bag. Dirty black bag.
Hunter's chicken. This is just how I roll. Yum.
Black bag. Black bag. Dirty black bag.
This is just how I roll. Joe, Poppy and David will now choose their favourite rumour.
Okay, so I'm going to read out the top 5 of this episode. We have to choose our favourite. We're going to
do it where we hold it up at the same time.
Yeah. So we'll write down what we think should win and then reveal it.
Righto.
Right, so here's the top 5 for this episode. Number 1, the Jizzy paddling pool.
Good, yeah.
Number 2, Hunter's chicken. Number 3, the light bulb story.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, top secret sausage. And
Secret sauce. Oh, God.
Number 5, celebrity coke dealer.
Some great ones.
That's got the best name.
So, run it through. Yeah. Number 1, the Jizzy paddling pool. Number 2, Hunter's chicken. Number 3, the light bulb story. Number 4, top secret sausage. And number 5, the celebrity coke dealer. So, should we reveal?
Do you want to write yours on there?
Well, yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
pretend.
David, you can't even be asked to write light bulb story.
After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Light bulb story. Of course it bloody was.
Whee!
Light bulb mouth. I put.
Right.
Put
That'll
light
do.
bulb.
Right, Poppy,
Oh,
do you
right,
want to
yeah,
open the
Right,
window?
right,
and
yeah.
Here we go.
Busy
Poppy's
crowd
gonna-
down there? Busy
gonna
crowd?
Shout out to the
yeah,
world.
there's quite a few people.
Give him a wave, give him a wave.
I've undone my trousers, so I can't like.
Yeah, I'm going to look away.
Yeah, look away.
Massive long hair at the start for a change.
There's some guys in a pub. You can't put a light bulb in your mouth and get it out, so he puts it in his mouth. Goes in the taxi, goes to A&E. You can't get it out. They take it out with muscle relaxer. Then he goes back and he gets curious again.
Yeah.
And
A bit showy offy.
Back in the mouth, back in the taxi.
Back in the mouth, back in the taxi.
In A&E again.
Yeah.
Looks across. Taxi driver from the first ride with a light bulb in his mouth.
The end.
The end.
Great.
Slammed the window. Why did you slam the window so... Oh, that was a...
Sorry.
Great.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. You'll break it.
Oh, well.
That
well,
was
that's it.
quite. I got that one all right.
Yeah,
didn't I?
yeah.
Well, you
Delivered
mean
it
you
beautifully.
remembered what
yes,
it was?
yeah.
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 Because you usually completely forget. Don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
There we go.
Well, it's lovely to be back for Series 3.
Oh, good to be back. It's been a while, hasn't it, guys? You have a nice Christmas, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, that's all from us.
Yeah.
I can never remember what the actual...
From us all at Gossipmongers.
From all of us at Gossipmongers.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.